Hello everyone, my name is Omid Mohaghegh Doust. I'm an immigration consulting professional. I graduated from immigration consulting program in a college here in Toronto. Also, I'm a registered professional engineer. Work many years in different industries as an engineer and registered as a professional engineer across Canada and many provinces. Uh, I also I'm also working with Mr. Kang, who is a RCAC registered immigration consulting here in Canada, and he is registered with CICC, which I'm going to introduce you, College of Immigration and Citizenship here in Canada. I would like to talk about a startup visa program, which is one of an important program here for those people who are educated and who have a startup business or would like to have a startup business and would like to come to Canada and immigrate to Canada and live here in this fantastic environment and to launch a successful business and to have a good life and also serve to community and the country. I'm going here to share my screen with you. Then you can find right now about the college I was talking, the College of Immigration and Citizenship Consultant. Before the name was RCCIC, but they recently changed it to CICC, the College of Immigration and Citizenship Consultant. So every person who is providing immigration service in a level which is application before government immigration part of the government, which we call it IRCC, and that person needs to be licensed and approved by CICC, and in French is CCIC, in English is CICC. So let's go here, have a look and see what it's talking about. They have a video here for sure, an introductory video.
Regulated Canadian immigration consultants
CICC,
and regulated international student immigration advisors hold in their hands the future of those who dream of making a new life in
industry. So if you want to have an agreement, retainer agreement with anybody to provide you services for a fee, that person needs to be licensed and approved. And you can find the person's name and license number here too. If you come here, like find an immigration consultant, when you click here, so you see here there is a form, right? And last name, first name of the RCIC, and I come here to search. So there are several Kang here, you see. Mr. Kang is Sungmin Kang. I have to find here Sungmin Kang. Yes, here you see Kang Sungmin. So this is our consultant. This is the consultant identification, is the license number R523537. So this license number will be in our contract, in our retainer agreement. So when you want to work with us, you need to retain Mr. Kang as our consultant. So here is the contact information of Mr. Kang, HNG Immigration Consulting. So you will see this name in our contract, and Mr. Kang will uh, will sign the retainer agreement, and you will see H&G Immigration Consulting here in many of our retainer agreements, right? We also have other lawyers and other immigration consultants. Mr. Kang is one of our principal. So that's it. This is the introductory about immigration consultant, because if you are going to retain someone, pay fee, and that person is not licensed and approved by CICC, which is an authorized agency by federal government of Canada to regulate and supervise, monitor this profession which is immigration consulting. So you need to make sure that person has a license. If you're going to retain someone without having a license, without the name being found here, so you will have problem, because if that person do not do proper work and you can't get the visa, so you lose your money and there is nobody to refund your money, and no organization can bring that person under questions and help you to get your money refund, and some people even get your money and go away. But these people who are registered with the CICC immigration consultant, these people are strictly monitored and supervised, and if they don't do proper job, they do fault, you can get your money back, or at least you can get part of your money back, right? And if that person is in fault and is his fault or her fault, then you can get your total money back, right? This is acting like a kind of insurance for your retainer agreement. But if person is not licensed, nobody is registering, and you don't know who is that person, because these people who are registered here, they all went through college program like me, immigration consulting, and they graduated and they went and they had test and exam with CICC, and then they passed the exam, so now they are able to provide immigration consulting services for fee, right? If someone want to work volunteer for you and does not charge any money, and you can give your file to him if you trust that people who are registered, they're professional, they know about law and regulations of immigration, which is ERPA is one of them, which is Immigration Regulation Act, right? And they know about that, so they did the exam and they passed the exam, and so you can trust to their skills, to their qualifications to do your job properly. It's not guaranteed that you're gonna get visa, but you know that these people are qualified. It's like a lawyer. You want to hire a lawyer, you don't know lawyer if go to the court can win your case, but in fact you know that these people are qualified and they know about law, they passed the exam, they did a lot of things, right? So they got knowledge and skills and experience in this area, so they can do your job properly. Otherwise no, otherwise you don't know, and you know, you can burn your future by giving to someone unqualified. We had cases that people gave their file to unqualified people, and whether they paid or they didn't pay doesn't matter, but they burned their future. Now they become inadmissible to Canada, and they, because of misrepresentation. So they misrepresented in their file, and they're blocked for 5 years for any type of application to Canada. So you don't want to burn your future, you don't want to burn your opportunity to come live and work here in Canada with great opportunities, right? So this is an important. So we are working with lawyers and RCIC, and lawyers also registered with that province's bar, law bar, like here in Ontario, Law Society, for example. So they're registered in Ontario. Those lawyers here in Ontario, they're registered with Ontario Law Society. Again, you can Google Ontario Law Society, for example, and you can put the lawyer's name in the website, and you can find out if that person is a lawyer and is active and has good status. If someone is not active, you can see here the things active, right? You see, for example, this person is resigned, means is not working anymore, is resigned, just withdraw their activity, right? Or this person resigned, but these people are active. You see, they pay membership fee and they're active here. They got the skills, experience, they're working. So if they are in fault, they don't do proper job, so CICC will remove their name from here, will cancel the license. They're gonna get penalized, right? They're gonna get penalty, and they're gonna lose the license. It's like a lawyer. If a lawyer is in fault, lawyer can lose the license, right? If several faults for several files and unreasonably, then they can eventually lose the license and they can work. So it's very important, right? Then you work with a company which is legitimate, like our company, right? We working with RCIC, which is regulated Canadian Immigration Consultant, right here, regulated Canadian Immigration Consultant, RCIC they call it in abbreviation, and lawyers, right? So lawyer, also you can find the name and license number in Ontario Law Society. If it's from any province, that province's law society, right? So this is from this one. So your money is secure, guarantee. You give your job to professional person, to someone who is experienced, knowledge and skills in this area, so it's not going to burn your future. I don't say all of them are good. I don't say everybody registered here they're perfect, or there is nobody can make a mistake. And yeah, you may find somebody is making mistakes, and you get some damages out of that, right? Then again, you can report and you can complain to CICC and tell why you think you got damages, and they will consider, and if that person, they found that person guilty or in fault, they can punish that person, return your money, suspend their license, and other punishment, and eventually revoke the license. So this is about this one. I want to introduce you about a startup visa program, which I'm going to write here. Startup visa program, right, in Canada, right? There you go. So this is Canadian immigration program. They call it Startup visa program, which is in business category. You need to invest money here, but eventually you don't need to invest a lot of money, because there are other programs like entrepreneurship. You need to solely invest a lot of money in that program, in that business. For example, if a business requires $300,000 capital investment to be run, that $300,000 in entrepreneurship program, that person needs to invest all $300,000. But here in a startup visa program, you don't need to invest all the money. You don't need to invest all the money, because if you come here, find out who can apply, if you can apply, right? It's talking about the business nature, who should be innovative, create jobs in Canada, compete in global scales, right? That's a business qualification to be approved. So if you go here and have a qualifying business, so it's talking about qualifying business means you created a business that meets the following condition, right? At the time you get a commitment from a designated organization, each applicant holds 10% or more of voting rights attached to all shares of the corporation outstanding at the time. Up to 5 people can apply as owners. So you see here 5 people as owners. So if you have a business with 5 people and business requires totally $300,000 capital investment, so that's $300,000 is divided by 5, then each person can invest $60,000, right? Instead of $300,000 through entrepreneurship, they can invest, every person can invest $60,000. So it's significantly reduction in terms of investment, right? And the other good thing is 5 people are here in the team. They're working in the business, 5 people working in the business. So these people are all stakeholders or funder of the business. So when the business starts, they don't need to hire other people, because there are 5 people available, they're working, right? They may not need to hire. If business is large business, they need more manpowers, more workforce, more laborers, yeah, so they need to hire. But for like a small size of startups, normally they don't need to hire other people, and so it significantly reduce the cost of a startup. Then the capital investment required for the startup is going to significantly be reduced. For example, here you have 5 people working, so let's say 4 plus 1, so 4 additional workforce are available here. So if business with 5 people, a startup business with 5 people requires $300,000 capital investment, with 1 person that business does not require $300,000. That with 1 person that business most likely requires $500,000, guaranteed, even more, because 4. And if you want to consider each person $40,000, $50,000 in a year is like almost $200,000 on top of it, right? So if a startup business with 5 people, 5 owners, requires $300,000 guaranteed with 1%, that business requires something around $500,000 at least. It depends to what type of business. If it requires engineer salary is $100,000. If in normal workforce, like office workforce, is $50,000, right, in a year. So you see here, it's very significant and important to use this program, because this program is 5 people, right? 5 people can create a business and come to Canada, right? And everybody at least holds 10% shares or voting rights. So if you click here, they're going to tell voting rights are the rights of a business owner to vote within a company. The right to vote is attached to each share of a business that is outstanding at a given time. So that's a definition of voting rights, right? In addition, here say and applicants and the designated organization jointly hold more than 50%, right, of the total, more than 50% of the total voting rights attached to all shares of the corporation outstanding at the time. So this means that at least everybody has 10%. If 5 people, so they need to have 51% in total. So more than 50%, right, in total. Like 51% is okay, or 50.1% is okay, right? So this is extremely very important to you use a very qualified consultant and someone who is expert in this area, right? At the given time you receive a permanent residence, you provide active and ongoing management of this business from within Canada. An essential part of the operations of the business happens in Canada. This business is incorporated in Canada. So these are 3 conditions that qualifies business and you to get the permanent residence. So it doesn't mean that they expect every business comes to Canada as a startup to be successful and to run actively with an ongoing management to be able to get permanent residence. It doesn't mean that, but this is the requirement, this is the expectation. But if a business fails, also you get your permanent resident. So let's say you have a startup business, you come to Canada and you start here working, but for any reason your business fails, and then you don't meet active and ongoing management of the business from within Canada, or operations happening in Canada at the time you want to receive permanent residence. So in that case, you will also be able to get the permanent residence because the business fails. So government Canada understands that not any startup business will be successful, right? So another thing is about getting a letter of support from a designated organization. So there is a list of designated organization. So government of Canada says that, okay, because you are coming to Canada as a startup business, then you may not know about Canada business environment, which is really obvious. You don't know about Canada regulations, laws, and market, and a lot of things, right? So then this designated organization will help you to grow your business when you arrive to Canada. Therefore, for this program to be considered for you to be approved and you get your visa to come to Canada, that designated organization need to issue for you a letter of support. So here say you must get a letter of support from a designated organization, a business group that has been approved to invest in or support possible startups, right? So let's go here, see who are designated organizations. So we have three types of designated organizations defined here in Canada: venture capital funds, angel investor groups, business incubators, right? And there are a list of companies here for venture capital funds, for angel investor groups, and business incubators, right? So then you can contact them and introduce your business and see which one can help you to give you a letter of support. I'm telling you, it's not easy, it's tough here, this part, because they don't give easily letter of support. They don't give it easily, especially if they want to invest. For example, venture capital funds, these businesses has to invest minimum $200,000 in your business, minimum. Give you letter support and be able to invest $200,000 in your business. So it means that your business needs to be really brilliant and good, that make them to invest in your business and to support your business, right? Angel investors, same thing. They need to invest minimum $75,000. So these companies are committed to invest such an amount, right? So then again, your business should be very good idea, very good, that make them to consider and invest and support your business. So it's not easy, right, to get money and to get approved by these companies, because they scrutinize your business. They go up and down everywhere on your business to make sure when they invest their money won't burn, right? Won't burn, and they can get high likelihood they can get profit out of it. All right. So here we have business incubators. So these guys incubators do not need to invest on your business. These are getting letter of support from this type of businesses. Incubators are easier and faster than other two other groups. They don't invest on your business, they support you, but again, they scrutinize your business. They don't easily approve your business. It doesn't matter they want to invest or does not want to invest, still they feel responsibility. They want to really know your business will be working to be able to give you a letter of support and support your business in future. So supports are different types, like management supports, marketing connection supports, and training you about marketing management, business environment here in Canada, a lot of things, right? They can do support your business. Where some of them have training before coming to Canada, they give you some trainings, so you learn about business and then they approve your business, right? So here there are different types. You see different types of company. So again, you need to make sure that your business is real and working, that they can give you a letter of support, right? So these are the incubators, but they charge you every month. Incubators is not for free. They charge you every month, but still they feel responsible to make sure your business is legitimate and qualified. It's something that most likely can work and grow and get profit, to be able to give you a little of support. So here another requirement is language. So whether French or English, you need to have something like CLB 5, right? CLB 5, which is English or French, doesn't matter, right? Either one. So you see there are 4 parts areas of English: speaking, reading, listening, writing. Then if you have an IELTS, you want to know how IELTS works with this one, you come here. You see, for example, you got IELTS right here, and you check your IELTS number here, and then you can find the equivalent, right? If you get 6 in all parts, then your CLB is 7. You are qualified. So this program, a startup visa program, requires CLB 5. So it means that they don't expect you to have very strong even English knowledge and skills, right? So with listening 5, reading 4, writing 5, right, speaking 5, you can get CLB 5, right? You can get CLB 5. So this is very basic English. It's not high level English. It's very basic. So fortunately they accept this, because other programs, even you may have like a skilled worker program, you may have 9 CLB 9, but still you may not be qualified to come to Canada. You may not get enough scores to be selected in the pool, right? But this program with CLB 5 can work out. That's awesome, isn't it? Right? So other thing is French. For French is TEF. They call it TEF, which is abbreviation of Test d'évaluation de français. Test d'évaluation de français, right? So this is the test. Then again, they call it NCLC, which is a French name for CLB. NCLC is French name for CLC. So they have expression orale, compréhension de l'oral, compréhension de l'écrit, expression écrite, right? Compréhension de l'écrit, expression écrite. So different, like speaking, listening, reading, writing. So they wrote down here what does it mean exactly. And so if you get your scores like this minimum in TEF, then your NCLC is 6. I mean your CLB is 6. Then you are accepted in this program. Also there is another test, they call it TCF, Test de connaissance de français, right? This is another test with different range of marks, right? You can pass this test. So for French, TEF and TCF is acceptable. For English, IELTS and CELPIP. Again, CELPIP is another English exam. This is especially made by Canada and accepted by Canada, only Canada. So they call it Canadian English Language Proficiency Index Program. So the abbreviation is CELPIP. You can, some countries also take part in this type of test, right? Held in this type of test in the country, right? You can go and participate. Also, IELTS is a European test which is famous from long time ago, International English Language Testing System. That's the abbreviation of this one, right? It depends which one would you would like to go, right? You can get the resources, learn about that. So you see, it's very good, right? Also, you need to bring some money to settle in Canada. So based on the number of family, how much money you require is mentioned here, and there you go, right? So here, and application, how to apply and give the biometrics and etc., right? So this is actually part which is important to be reviewed and to be organized by immigration consultants, because you can do also this one, but if you make mistakes in the right documents and the organizations or filling out the form, it can burn your future or can significantly delay your file. For example, we have some people who did it these things, who applied themselves, and they're still in waiting list. Their file is delayed because of being incomplete, right? So it's very important that it can be filled out, can be monitored, checked, organized by an immigration consulting professional, and also that person can put, RCIC can put his own cover letter on the file and explanations that makes the officer convinced, and the officer also is able to contact him in case of any questions, anything, can contact him to clarify. For example, if you do it yourself, an officer has question, so officer cannot do not call you, will not call you. It's very rare they're gonna call you. So then you may burn your future, your chance, your opportunity, right? But the immigration consultant, they feel more relaxed and to have communication with them, right? Because they're working with law part of the immigration. They're working with law, and officer also working with law, right? What we can do for a startup for you, right? We have a lot of startups which are innovatives and high technology great businesses. They are very very technological. They're very good and awesome businesses, and these are plans, right? These are not like a built and ready business. These are plans. Then based on your qualification, we can consult you and see how we can help you, right? So you may be able to be team up with someone and have some investment and to be able to be part of that business and come to Canada. The good thing is, when you come to start a business, a good startup business to Canada, and that business starts working and generating income, and you can withdraw wages. You can work for your business and withdraw wages like a stakeholder. You are a stakeholder, in fact, a funder, main stakeholder. Then you can withdraw wages for you to cover your life costs, your family life costs, and year by year the business grows, and then the business will have more income, will have more value for their own stakes, for their own shares, right? So eventually you can withdraw wages to cover your costs. Even year by year you can increase it to have a good and comfortable life. Also, the share values of the business will be rising and you get profit out of that, right? You may have you may cover your cost, your, not cost is not correct to say cost, we say investment. You may cover all your investment, including our service fee cost, right? I call it as investment. I see it as investment because it's really an investment, right? So you can cover most likely in the first year of business run, plus getting wages, right? This is very good because when you come to Canada, you need to have a stable income to have a good life. If you don't have a stable income, you will not have a good life, right? So then startups gives you opportunity to have a permanent job. So we don't call it job because job is something that you can be laid off, right? You can be laid off, you can be fired, or you may quit it, right? Or resign it. So job is something temporary. We call it either career, which means a long-term job and position is a career for you. It's gonna be a career or occupation for you, right? So your occupation, so you're gonna have a permanent occupation. So it's very important to have it here in Canada to live comfortably with your family, or if you're single, even yourself, right? Because going to work with this market, which is really volatile and with a lot of fluctuations up and down, so you may lose your job, you may, you know, every time virus comes, market hit, a lot of people get unemployed, they lose their jobs, right? They lose their jobs. And if like financial crisis comes, a lot of people get unemployed, they lose their jobs, they lose their homes, they lose their assets, so their lucky lifestyle can turn down to a miserable lifestyle in a glance, right? So it's very important to have a good future and to have a stable income, right? And long-term income, so you can build your life, you can build your family life, family future, you know. So that's it. If anybody is interested, please send me WhatsApp message to our number +1 647 550 5944 with CSW Job Immigration Company. Also, our email, general email is info@csw jobimmigration.ca, and our my personal email is odoust@cswjobimmigration.ca. Right? So don't be worried. Any questions you have, we can help you with the startup. We can build your future, your family future. You can build an asset. You can build an asset like a legacy that you can transfer to your next generations. Not only you come to Canada, not only you can have a good life for yourself, for your children, but for your next generation also. Right? It all depends to your effort. We don't say that we're gonna do everything. No, you have to do yourself. We give you the resources, we show you the way, we give you the resources, we teach you what to do, we help you, and we bring you here in Canada. If you are someone hard worker and you would like to have a good future for you and your family and your next generation, contact me. Right? So wish you a good day, and see you next time, and talk to you next time, and follow up our website and social media. You most likely find other videos in future. Okay, have a good day.